Well, I was working on my HPI RS4 Sport 3. This is the Drift Edition. And a while back I had put some Lucas Red and Tacky 2 grease inside the differentials to basically not completely lock them up, but make it basically sort of give me positive traction. And I first did it on the rear differential, and then that caused it, every time I would go left or counterclockwise, it would spin out. So I did it to the front differential. Well, earlier this morning I was having a problem with a dog bone popping out, and it was on the passenger side, the right side. And I noticed that I took the differential out, and there are shims on where the bearings are on the differential itself. Not the housing, actually inside. So both shims were on the left side, the driver's side. So I moved both of the shims to the right side because, I mean, there was a lot of play, and that caused the left side or driver's side dog bone to start popping out. So I equaled them out, and then while I was doing that, I noticed a funny little, very small grub screw. And I wondered what it did. At first I thought that it helped take off the gear that meshes with the spider gears. But what it actually does is it locks the differentials, so you can not only drift with this car, but you can also use it as a touring car. You don't have to buy diffs that are completely locked. You can lock these, unlock them. It's really pretty cool, and I'll show you not only in the owner's manual, but I'll show you on the car. Here is a breakdown of the differential itself. There's the diff gear. Let's see if we can get it good. But there's this tiny little grub screw right here. But what it does is it pushes up against that gear right there that meshes up against the spider gears. Yes, these actually have 4 spider gears. Really nice. Basically all you do is tighten that screw until it contacts this gear, and it will completely lock it up, and I will show it. It's pretty hard to see, especially with the lighting, and I'm having to do this with one hand. But there is a very small grub screw, but I'll demonstrate real quick to show. Right now the wheels are completely locked. I'll just do it with the front ones. As you see, I spin one tire, all 4 tires spin. Well, I'm going to loosen it and show you that it's in the plastic housing right there. So I'll loosen it and then show you that you can lock these differentials without having to buy actual lock differentials. Now you can see that gotta get this just right. Now you can see that when I turn it, it actually allows the wheels to spin independently of each other, so you can use it as a touring car. Now I'm going to lock it back, and you will see that all 4 wheels, see, the front wheels aren't spinning, and I'm spinning one wheel. Now I'm going to lock it back, and you will see that you can use this not only as a touring car but also a drift car with just the turn of 2 screws. To get to the differential, there's just 4 bolts, 2 in the back and 2 in the front, and that's the diff cover. And then there's that very small grub screw, and then I'll tighten it up, and you'll see that it really works. From this angle you can actually see it, that very small hole right there to the side of the gear. See that little screw right there? Now I'm going to tighten it, and you'll see that it completely locks the differential. Now that little grub screw is tightened, so I'm not gonna waste the time completely tightening down the diff cover, but I'm going to show that it completely locks up the entire drive line. All 4 wheels are spinning. It's a little hard to do it because I gotta tighten 1 screw down on the diff case so the differential won't pop out of place. Okay, now I've tightened down the differential case, and now you can see all 4 wheels spin together. I've already completely locked up the front differential. See, I'm spinning this wheel right here. The front wheels are spinning together. And I can spin that one also. You see that spinning? So that's a really cool feature of the HPI RS4 Sport 3. I don't know if the Flux version has this, but you don't have to go out and buy completely locked differentials. You can just tighten a grub screw and you can go from locked to unlocked differentials. You can use the same car to drift and then put some rubber tires on and use it for touring. So I just thought I would share that because I didn't see any videos, and it's not, I don't even think it's in the book that you can do that. At least I didn't read the book. I usually don't read the books unless it's a nitro. But that's a very nice feature to have. And yes, my wires are braided. They actually suggest to do this if you can't get some type of shielding. You can actually braid the wires that go to the motor, and what it will do is actually reduce the interference to the receiver. But as you see, all 4 wheels are spinning. All the same direction. So that's how you lock a differential on a HPI RS4 Sport 3 Drift Edition. No hot glue, no, I've heard of people using Play-Doh, none of that stuff. Just 2 grub screws. So I hope this helps. Peace.